Hello everyone, welcome to another lab. In this lab, we are going to do the Troubleshoot System Startup. Here is the scenario. You work at a computer repair store. A customer brought in a computer and asked you to upgrade the motherboard. You replace the motherboard with a newer model, but the computer will not boot now. In this lab, your task is to diagnose and correct the problem with this system. You will know you have successfully corrected all the problem when the computer boot to Windows and this stays power on for 10 seconds. Info said, in this scenario, all of the problem are things that could occur when replacing a motherboard. All right, what we can understand from the information that have been given to us. The first thing is that we know they already replaced that motherboard should match the hardware requirement. And if that's not the case, there's no reason why they actually put this thing together. So that's the good hint that we have to assume. So we don't really have to spend time to investigate if the motherboard is actually the right one or the wrong one for the hardware. I think that is maybe not something we have to that go far, but we can start with a very simple thing. I think the very simple thing that we can start with to turn on the computer to confirm what actually have been said, and that is actually the issue. The computer is failed to turn on. So when that kind of thing is happening, I think what we got from this scenario is that in this scenario, all the problem are things that could occur when replacing the motherboard, which is like you already take apart every piece of the computer that connected from the power supply to everything to make sure you are changing the motherboard. Everything which is connected from outside is already disconnected. So if the thing is not taken back correctly, that could be the problem. So what I want to do is I want to start with investigation of the power cord that maybe given the power to the computer. So I click on this one to figure out which one is which. So as we see here, when we click on this one, this is actually for the monitor, which is connected to the monitor, but there's no other thing else that actually connected to the wall. So I want to check over here, which I see like the female side of the power cord is already connected to the computer. And when I click on that on the right side, I see that there is the female cord connector that actually wasn't connected yet. So that is the first problem. So we have to connect that and try the computer if it's going to be work, because make sure you're turning on everything to the front, and then we try that. Interesting. As you see, there's something changed. The computer is loading to, here we go. We are successfully, oops. Even though we are successfully loaded to the Windows operating system, but the computer is accidentally shut down. Okay, that will be nothing to do with the power. I think the power is already connected now. It should be something which is a little bit strange. I think we can go with that might be because it says stay power on for 10 seconds. I'm not sure how quick that is. So because of that, we can maybe check around before we conclude, oh, this lab is maybe done. So what we have to do is to go inside the computer and check more investigation. So I want to pull it up closely and see inside the motherboard to check what is going on. So if you are closely look into here, what is going on? What else? So we see like all the RAM is already there. Everything is, if I click on power supply, I see there is the power for CPU. I see there's the power for motherboard. I see there's the power for um, the video card, but I cannot able to see any power for van. So this is the van. There should be the power cord for that. So where that will be go is depend on the location. Not sure if there's any connection down here, but I haven't seen anything that connect to the van. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we have to go through here and look for the power that's supposed to be connected to the van. Van. Everything is uh, so as we see here, there is the van power supply. So I want to pull up a little bit. It's not clearly can able to see, but there's the van. So this should be the power that we have to connect. So let me check around the right one for that. Okay, so once I click on this one, so this is this fan that come out. So I see there's the fan connector CPU fan. So it doesn't connect it. So let's see that where we can able to connect that. Here we go. So we are successfully connect. After I click on this deep fan itself, that actually pop up. So I think that connector will connect this van to the CPU because that's where the van is actually connected, and that will be solve this problem. So as we do all the time, we have to confirm our lab once we feel like what we do, but let's go back to the computer and then start up the computer and power on, and we'll see if we can able to successfully connect the computer, power on the computer. Let's try. Good, the computer is loading. We're not sure if this is, here we go. Is that going to be stay? I think so. It's more than 10 seconds already. All right. I think that actually solved that problem. All right. To confirm that we are actually power on the computer, let's score the lab to make sure we are correctly done this lab. Let's do it. Here we go. As you see, we are 100% correct with scoring this lab. That is actually one of the things that we was struggling with, plugging the CPU fan to prevent overheating. So we did that, and that is the thing. One thing that we successfully solved. The other issue was the put to operating system. That is actually done correctly. That is, I think, that's all for this lab. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lab.